Hello! This is Equilibrium Man, my ultimate Ironman account where I have to level my skills up as equally as possible, no more than one level apart. If I fail, I have to restart. We are 8 generations deep and Equalfeller continues to break base level records with every step. How much farther can he go? Last time on Equilibrium Man, we went from base level 36 to base level 44, playing over 100 hours in one bond as a working adult and causing a crisis of faith over my life choices. Will I have a more reasonable playtime today? Will I reach a cool number for my base level goal? Find out today on Equal Man Z. Alrighty, we're starting today with base level 44. Sitting at 300 hours of playtime on the account and ready to grind. If you've been here a while, you might know what that grind entails. But some of you may wonder, what does a base level look like in the life of a guy like me? It feels like I should already be a decent mid-level account by now, given my playtime. But we are still relatively low level, which means not much has changed for me. The biggest difference is in how I get around. Access to spellbook teleports and more knowledge over minigame teleports means that I don't need to be as worried about what order I do skills in. I just sort of pick a random block of skills and go at it. Today, I wanted to start with woodcutting. When I have the XP to spare, I like to do a little pest control, because it's good to have the combat XP backup, and if I can save enough points up for the outfit, that will also be great to have. So I stuck around pest control for 45 woodcutting. After woodcutting, it only feels right to do fire making, which I still do the same way I did at the very beginning. Setting Lumbridge Castle on fire. And there's 45 fire making. Right now I have most of my things in my looting bag in a pretty clean inventory, so it's a good time to do some hunter. Catching implings in Puro Puro is much slower for XP than regular hunting, but the supplies you get can be a game changer. Right now I'm getting some nice Laurens from Essence implings. But I'm really looking forward to level 50 Hunter when I can catch Eclectics. Not for their clue scrolls like most people do, but for their noted planks, which will make future construction training a breeze. For now though, after a few hours, we hit 45 Hunter. Another good skill to do with an empty inventory is fishing. I do pretty much all my fishing at Temperos now. These days I can get about 3 games in per level. And on the 3rd game, there's 45 fishing. I always love getting planks from the rewards pool, but even without those I usually get plenty of cooking XP. There's 45 cooking. While I've got those free planks handy and a fairly empty inventory, let's do some construction. The free planks don't get me far, but I can still get my planks the old-fashioned way. Telly to the Chode Monastery, run to Port Gazard, bam, bam, hop, repeat. With a full inventory, we teleport to our house and build. And there's 45 construction. All things considered, this skill's pretty fast compared to some others. One skill that seems to take forever is farming. Sorcerer's Garden isn't exactly fun, and each run is only 50 farming XP. It can take hours to do a single level, and that's with me still only needing a few thousand XP per level at this stage. The biggest time waste is that you can't do this minigame without run energy. While agility has helped a little with my energy regen rate, a significant portion of my time is still spent waiting for a run. But we have to do it, because we need those juicy herbs. Getting farming XP any other way would just be a waste. I'll be honest though, I do hate this, and I've already started to cheat on the method a little. After all, there's not a chance I'll be doing this all the way to 99 farming, so I've got to start finding some alternatives for my herblore needs. For example, let's take a break for some thieving. I can't get too many seeds before getting a level, but thieving from Master Farmers has opened up real farming to me again. I can usually net myself a few herb seeds per thieving level, and that helps cut down on how much Sorcerer's Garden I'll have to do. There's 45 thieving. Oh, I can do Autumn Garden now. Another thing I do for little Sorcerer's Garden breaks is some prayer runs. Whenever my minigame telly is available, I telly to the Ferox Enclave, bake my herbs in the looting bag, and do an inventory of big bones at the Ectofunctus. If you keep up with it, you can get prayer taken care of passively while doing your other skills. For now though, back to farming. We've got a follower of Gothics. Thanks to Bronziphius for the bond. I appreciate it. And a few hours later, we've got 45 farming. We did ourselves another prayer run to bank the last of our herbs, and while we're in Port Phasmatis with an empty inventory, now would be a great time to do some crafting. It is an ultimate Ironman classic to train your crafting here. You can buy sand and soda ash at the charter ship, make your molten glass at the furnace, blow the glass on your way back, sell your inventory, buy more sand, and repeat. A little later, there's 45 crafting. It's such a blissfully fast skill after all that farming. Turns out there are a lot of skills that are nice to do with an empty inventory. Up next is mining and smithing. It used to be a lot more walking, but now that I have access to teleports, these two skills have gotten a lot faster. First, I buy a pickaxe from Nermoff, then I teleport to my house. I mine an inventory of iron, teleport to Falador, and smelt the bars. There are closer anvils to smith at, but I like to save a Larune here by buying a hammer in Falador and walking up to Doric's anvil to do my smithing. I make some darts to bank some fletching XP, teleport back to Remington, and repeat. In the middle of mining, I was asked to come to Lumbridge where Blue Niter had a bond for me. Thanks for fueling my adventures. Because iron has a chance to fail when smelting, the XP doesn't always line up, but thankfully this time around we were able to get 45 smithing just from my available mining XP. Even if I didn't, I do have ways around that though. But it is nice when we don't have to break out the backups. And there's 45 mining shortly after. While I've got a decent pickaxe in hand, and again an empty inventory, it's time to do some rune crafting. Guardians of the Rift has been an incredible upgrade for the account. Rune crafting is dead easy now, and sometimes I even get a chance to stock up on some nice usable runes like Nature's. When I can make law runes here, that'll be really sick. A couple of games later, we have 45 rune crafting. And I also finally managed to finish out 45 prayer. Now that we're out of skills that need lots of inventory space, it's time for me to die. When I get back to Edgeville, I grab my combat gear and head down below to start fishing for a new looting bag. And with our new looting bag in hand, we reclaim the rest of our items and stow away what we won't be needing for a while. Once we're left with just what we'll be needing for our next few grinds, it's back to skilling. When I hit 40 ranged, I unlock the Ranging Guild. In here, I can actually just buy all the fletching XP I need. For now, I'm just going to buy as many shafts as I need for the level, and work down my stack of bronze arrowheads. With your shafts and heads in hand, you just need to grab your balls. I mean, feathers, from the nearest fishing store. It only takes a few minutes from there to hit 45 fletching. Next up is herb lore. Around these parts, we use whatever herbs we can come by. Today, we start off with some Guams for attack potions, move on to Hairlanders for energy potions, and then finish with some Terramins for serum 207s. Not too much later, we have 45 herb lore. At this point, I'm almost out of regular skills to do. The last one before I move on to combats is agility. For this, I am just doing whatever rooftop course I can to stack up enough marks of grace for the graceful outfit. Once I have that, I might make use of the agility pyramid for some extra coin. But I've got a super secret money making method now that might make that course obsolete. More on that another time though. For now, here's 45 agility. With all the skilling out of the way, it's time for combat. So head to your current Slayer task and get to slaying. Nothing much to say for these. I did Slayer for 45 defense, 45 ranged, 45 hit points, 45 Slayer, and 45 attack. I didn't want to get much more hit points XP for now, so I cast some curses for 45 magic and finished up the level circuit with some pumping for 45 strength. This one circuit from base 44 to base 45 took us 20 hours. Now it's time to do it all again. Thankfully, not every level circuit has to be a flat skilling grind. To speed up our circuits, we can do quests. Roll the montage. It is at this point that I have some slightly unfortunate news. I accidentally spent an entire day recording the wrong RuneLite window. And that means we've got an entire day's worth of clips that just look like this. We missed several levels, and we also missed me showing off my super secret money-making method. I suppose it will have to stay a secret for a little while longer. Thankfully, Runelight has my backup with some screenshots, so we can at least show the level ups. Please enjoy, and don't hate on me too much. Thank goodness that's over. Back to some real clips. Base 47. Why him head be doing that? There's base 48. I was finally able to store some of my clue rewards. We were finally able to do the Knight's Sword, a quest most people would do right away on a new account to skip them straight past the first 30 or so smithing levels. It let me skip one. More importantly though, it let me finish the Falador Easy Diary, getting me another lamp to use on 49 Slayer. Speaking of smithing, let's check in on my main real quick.
I hope nobody goes home and fucks my mom!
It took a long time, but I finally found enough spare HP XP to squeeze in a Witch's House, another quest most people would do close to the start of a new account to jump their hit points up. And we rounded out base 49 with 49 farming. We were coming near the end of base 50, and I was really antsy to get there, so I caved and did some actual hunter to get 50 hunter a little faster. I also caved and did some tithe farming for 50 farming. And if we let this game of Guardians of the Rift finish, base 50. Damn, that looks clean. We almost have a respectable account on our hands. Looking at the playtime, we are sitting at 433 hours. So I guess I took my self-reflection from last time and decided to double down on playing way too much. What can I say? I'm having fun. With base 50, numerically, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Mathematically though, we're actually less than 1% of the way to max. Doesn't that just sound demoralizing? Hey, I just had to jump in here real quick because we hit 5,000 subscribers. Half a year ago, before I started the Equilibrium Man series, I was sitting at 200 subscribers. So that is some pretty incredible growth. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for watching, commenting, liking, and of course, subscribing. I never really thought I'd get this far, but now that I'm here, here's hoping for more success in the future. As a thank you for reaching this milestone, I've decided that I'm going to start doing some occasional live streams. Now, my living situation isn't exactly built for live streaming at all times, so those live stream times may not exactly be consistent, but stay tuned for updates on how you can find out when those will be. And of course an extra special shout out to my channel members. We got a few extras since the last video. Love to see that growth. It means that one day, I might be able to make enough off YouTube to make this a full-time thing. That means more Equilibrium Man for all of you. Of course, an extra special thank you for Ellie Belly and Jack RS for subscribing at the highest tier. I definitely never expected anyone to take that, and I'm super thankful for it. Anyway, see you next time.